What up guys, this is your home cook Ray. Today I'm gonna show you what is the most authentic and the easiest way to cook Sichuan style Kung Pao chicken at home. Before we get started, let's have a little sip. So I'm just gonna show you how we're gonna get everything ready step by step. So start out with the chicken, and these are the chicken thighs. I already cut it into like the small nuggets, just to figure out a way to get a nugget size, something like this. So this is like prepared, right? And now all we need to do is I'm gonna be adding a little bit of the salt. Now the amount of the salt that I'm adding here is pretty much all the seasonings that we're gonna need for the chicken. I'm gonna be using a little bit of the dark soy sauce later, but that's just for the color, but not for the savory taste. And add a little bit of the white pepper. Okay, that'll do it. We need to add a little bit of the cornstarch. Now the use of the starch is really just to tenderize the meat, and also when the meat goes into the wok, it's not going to become watery. Now just to have a really nice mix of the salt and the pepper and the starch. Just make sure that you spend enough amount of time here. Okay. Just to give it a little bit more effort. And I don't want to see any water here. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty much it. Okay, and just to leave it here. This step is done, and this is for marinade. And the next, I'm gonna be preparing some of the garlic and the ginger. And this is how I'm gonna do it. For the garlic, it's quite easy. Basically, you just chop off the bottom part and you give it like a smash. Okay? Then the shell and the skin can be easily peeled off. Alright, just to chop it to any kind of shape that you want. You can do it into slices, or you can just do it into like small pieces. Anyway, it'll do it. I mean, this is home cooking. I'm just gonna keep it to be very random size. And this is the ginger, just to kind of peel off the skin. I'm also gonna cut into the small pieces. So this is the ginger that we need for the Kung Pao chicken. Here are the scallions. The scallion, I'm just using the big size scallion where I can find here in China. And we don't need a whole lot of the scallion, we just need a little bit. And we need a size pretty much like this. Okay, and that'll do it. And let's say we're gonna be needing like 10 pieces. Yeah, that'll be it. This is some of the Sichuan chili pepper and the peppercorn that I actually roasted ahead of time. So you're gonna actually need to roast the pepper, because in the Kung Pao chicken, right, what we call it is the key flavor. It is a char-grilled lychee flavor, and the char-grilled flavor just really comes from the toasted flavor of the dry chili peppers. And I've also roasted some of the cashews and the peanuts. And I mean, any kind of nuts will actually do it, and just to use whatever nuts that you have at home. So today I'm using the cashew and also the roasted peanuts. Now, I'm gonna try to mix some of the sauce which I will use to stir fry alongside with the chicken. And in the sauce, what we really need is we're gonna put some of the sugar in it. The amount of sugar that you use really depending on how sweet you want for your dish. I mean, I want like this dish to have a little bit of sweet taste, but I don't want it to be too sweet and sour. And next, I'm gonna be adding some of the rice wine vinegar. And this is like the dark rice wine vinegar, which we can commonly find here in Chengdu. But if you don't have this, just to use any kind of vinegar, that'll be fine. I mean, it won't be taste the same, but that'll still do it. The amount of sugar and the amount of vinegar should be like equal to each other. And also, I'm adding a little bit of the dark soy sauce, and this is actually just for the color, but not for the flavor. The dark soy sauce actually tastes less salty than the light soy sauce. So it is more just for the color of the dish. Now, give the sauce a really nice whisk. Because the vinegar and the dark soy sauce is actually in cold temperature, so it's actually not that easy to dissolve all the sugar. So that's the reason why we need a really hard whisk to make sure all the sugars dissolve in the sauce. Okay, last step, and this is something that we always do when we cook the stir-fry kind of dish in the Chinese cuisine, is we're gonna prepare some of the starch water. So just to put a little bit of the cornstarch into the bowl, right? And add a little bit of the water in it. And I'm actually going to be using this, you know, yeah, I know I have a dirty spoon, but it really does not really matter. So now this is going to be used to finish the stir fry. Okay, so right now I think we have just everything ready. We have the chicken marinated, and we have a little bit of the garlic and the ginger, and we have some chopped scallions, and we have some roasted dry red pepper and Sichuan peppercorn and inside, and we have some roasted cashews and peanuts, and we have our pre-made sauce, and we have our starch sauce to be ready. And what else do we need in the stir fry? Okay, you're gonna need some of the Chinese rice wine. Just any brand of rice wine will do it, and I'm gonna put it during the stir fry. And we're gonna need a little bit of the MSG just for the flavor. And I think that'll be it. Let's just go and cook it. Now heat up your wok to be extremely hot. This wok has been on the stove for 5 minutes already. Now hot pan, cold oil. Adding your chicken. And keep a really nice stir on the chicken so it does not stick with each other. Adding your garlic and ginger. Now, chili flakes and the Sichuan peppercorn in. Now adding your rice wine. This is how you get a wok hei. Scallion in. Just cook out the rice wine. Adding the sauce, the sweet and sour dark soy sauce in. Nuts in. adding your starch water to let the sauce wrap around the chicken. Add a little bit of MSG. And that'll be it. Plate. Now, there we go. The most authentic Sichuan style Kung Pao chicken.